Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to good old Rocky Pod. That's right, Tennessee is 3-1. Vols took on University of Texas San Antonio this past Saturday, and we got a win. How about that, boys? You excited?
GBO.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm excited.
yeah.
Mm.
I kind of wish, looking back on it, I do wish that like the first half was great. I think we missed a really good opportunity to like when Joe Milton kind of got dinged up a little bit to not put him back in the game because just think about like if he wouldn't have went back in the game in the third quarter and kind of stunk it up a little bit, he would have left that game on a high, and now we're kind of like that third quarter put a little bad taste in our mouth. But other than that, I think we're good.
I agree with that. Caleb, what do you think?
I mean, I don't have that much of a bad taste about the game. That said, I did not watch the third quarter, so that could be part of it. But I
That was
just feel like
that
that
was the
happens to
bad text with
everybody.
the third quarter.
I just feel like that happens to everybody. You come out, we're up, whatever, more than four scores. You're bound to have a letdown.
I think that team would have lost to Virginia by 3 scores.
Who? San Antonio?
San Antonio.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about our third quarter team.
No.
Yeah. Chris, what was the stat? So 27% of Joe Milton's total yards on Saturday came on that first run he had for a touchdown. It's ridiculous.
That's not ridiculous.
It
That
is ridiculous.
Matt, it was an 81-yard touchdown run. Like, of course, that's going to be a big percentage.
Yeah,
of
and he went on to play into the fourth quarter against Texas San Antonio and couldn't do hardly anything.
That is not true at all.
It is true. Thank you to our running
What is
backs
the correct percentage of yards it should have been?
like less than 27, 10%.
I do like that I saw one that said that like he ran 21 miles an hour on that, which is like the fastest by a quarterback. And I was like, I think he ran 22 miles an hour when he ran out of bounds versus Ole Miss.
Well, let's not get personal, guys.
Sorry. That's just been in my head all day.
That's a good one. Oh, man.
Okay, but seriously, I don't understand why people can't be happy. Like, we did exactly what we were supposed to do Saturday.
The reason, I don't know.
Because y'all a bunch of negas and pessimists.
No question. We are negas. We are pessimists. But I think with good reason. I don't like that our team had to get together and Joe have to beg them, guys, we need to keep playing with the same energy that we had before. Like, it's they're missing something. I don't know what that is just yet.
I
Maybe
think
it's center.
I think we are missing something, and it's called like Hennon Hooker and Jalen Hyatt. But
Very sports analyst of you, Kyle. Please
but
continue.
I think that like looking forward, I did feel a little awkward when they opened the broadcast up and they were like, "Hey, the highlight of this week was Joe Milton sending a group text message to the scout defense and asking the scout defense to play the offense harder because we need to practice harder."
I didn't hear that. Now I'm even more angry.
I know, like Joe Milton created a group chat with the scout team.
Why does everything make you guys mad? I do not understand this.
It's dark mode, man, and we're dark right
We're in a dark place.
now.
No.
I think my favorite Joe Milton thing was when the commentators said, yeah, the coaches asked him to take a different approach this week. They said, find a quarterback that you compare yourself to and go watch the film. And who did he pick? Cam Newton.
Okay, I don't understand why I'm mad about that either. Who else would you compare him to? Who do you think he compares to?
I mean, yes, he compares to Cam Newton, but is he even close to that level? No.
Okay, do you want him to compare himself to someone better than him or someone worse than him?
I don't want him to do that at all. Why is he doing that? Why are we doing that?
Because they asked him the question.
I don't know. It just triggered me, and
He should have compared himself to Connor Shaw.
oh god,
Now, when I think of Joe Milton, I think of Chad Pennington.
no.
Hey. Shout out Webb High School.
Right.
Man, I'd rather
Anything
Cam Newton
else?
than Jamarcus Russell.
Now, I
Yeah.
do think that like overall, like it was what we ended up winning by 31 something points, and
31.
we were favored by 21, and
Okay.
so we covered, we all that did all that kind of stuff, but like it is what it is. I think outside that third quarter, which we could just chalk it up to them coming out at halftime, knowing that the game was over, blah 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 blah. But I still think we missed an opportunity to play Nico a lot more. And here's the thing: I'm not saying like, hey, we need Nico now or he's going to be the starter. I don't like that we've missed like 3 or 4 opportunities now to get him some playing time.
Well, have y'all seen the rumor that he doesn't want playing time?
I've not seen that.
He just
So?
wants to sit behind Joe this year and get bigger and learn the offense before he gets playing time.
The guy's been here for like 10 months. He went through bowl practice, he went through spring practice, fall practice, summer workouts. Like, I'm sorry, but
And he still can't beat out Joe Milton. What does that say about the guy?
well, you know, Hendon Hooker couldn't beat out Joe Milton. What does that say about him?
All right.
I think it's kind of admirable, actually. 5-star, top-rated quarterback, top-rated recruit in the class is fine to sit. He isn't going to push. That's kind of odd, don't you think?
A millionaire is fine just sitting there collecting that paycheck?
And he doesn't have to do anything for it.
Gosh.
Sounds like a nice gig. I don't think
Yeah.
I want to. He's itty bitty, and our offensive line is. Bleh. I can't say I blame him.
I don't think he's that small. I think he has put on some weight. Like,
Oh, come on, he's wiry.
I don't know,
Lion.
Yeah.
looks bigger than Tyler Bray ever was.
I don't know. I'm just thinking that like I really am like excited for him in the future, but I am kind of like, man, it would be nice to put the game away in the end of the third quarter or halfway through the fourth quarter and not just let him hand the ball off for 2 downs before the clock runs out. You know, I would like to see him get some sort of live action and get in a flow and rhythm before we just hand him the ball next year.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not coming in the best of spots.
But
I think we need every snap to try and sort out our offensive issues, to be honest. Like, we still haven't found a clean connection with receivers, although we're running the ball like crazy. Our blocking assignments are still weird. We're still taking sacks. Like, there's.
Are we taking sacks? Oh,
Did we not have a couple of drives end on third down with sacks? Especially in that third quarter you didn't watch.
well, you did say something that I would like to transition to, Chris, when you mentioned running backs. I think as we
Oh
in UTSA talk and enter into South Carolina talk and dart mode, I think it's clearly, without a doubt, Dylan Sampson is by far our best running back.
I would still lean towards right, I think. I think it goes right, Sampson, small.
I agree with you.
I mean,
think-
they're all three
I
pretty
think
good.
Sampson is the most explosive, for sure.
That's
Yeah.
sure.
I think Wright's probably my gut says he's probably a better all-around back, but I don't think Jabari Small he's not the best at anything, doesn't seem like, so I feel like it should be Wright and Sampson.
He's got some pretty sure hands. Toss him out in the flat or wherever, he catches it and makes yards.
Yeah, I think Small's grown on me a little bit this year. I thought he got off to a pretty slow start, so
Well, I
hopefully
With Small, and this is me just watching the past couple of years, is he's got that one dead leg juke that it either works or it doesn't. It's like dead leg juke gets him 8 to 40 yards, or the dead leg juke just gets him immediately tackled.
yeah, the other two are very good at getting through the holes and
Yeah, I'd rather have
Exploded,
Wright
though.
running between the tackles probably than Sampson, especially given how terrible our offensive line is. But
Hard to
It's not
disagree.
that bad.
I just hate that I keep hearing that, like, oh, the reason Samson's not getting touches is that he sucks at blocking. And I'm just like, well, put him in plays where he doesn't have to block.
Doesn't that kind of give away what we're doing, though?
But still,
We can pull a fast one on them.
Just a context clue.
Well, maybe if Cooper comes back this week, then we won't have the blocking issues as much anymore.
And I'm just
Maybe.
There's been so much discussion about him and his his impact. I'm just ready for him to be back and just get all that conversation over with and actually see what we look like with him. So hopefully it's this weekend. But speaking of this weekend, that's right, it is South Carolina and dark mode in Neyland Stadium. What do we think about the gimmick?
I like it.
I like it.
It was
I
electric.
love the black jerseys a whole lot more than the grays.
Yes.
The grays are flammable. These are fire.
So what, it'll be the end of September and we still haven't worn our traditional home uniforms at home.
Does piss me off.
We are saving them for the big games.
They're all big games.
I'm so sick of these stupid uniforms. And not just us, every team does. Like, just stop. Like,
It's 2023. Like, college football traditions are done. I mean, this is the new game, new season, new
I wish
tradition.
they'd get rid of this. I mean, I like the orange pants that they were Saturday.
yeah, I'm fine with those.
I wish
But-
we'd never wear them with the whites again.
Oh no, that's a great look. I love that look.
I know people love it, but just
I mean, if
Especially
we're
the
going to do
old
throwbacks,
Adidas
might as well
ones.
just call that a Johnny Majors era throwback.
I would be
Yeah,
fine with
it's-
that. So we all
I'm just
listen.
tired of them because they say, "Oh, it's for the recruits. It's for the fans. All this stuff." Like, where's our recruits? Where's our depth? We've been doing this for 4 years now. We have nothing to show for it.
Hey, I did see a viral TikTok and Instagram reel of Travis Hunter. Is that the two-way player at Colorado?
Yeah.
yes.
So he was ranking the best uniforms in college football, and he put our black jerseys number 2.
Well, shit, we should wear them every week.
What was number 1?
I think Colorado's.
Oh,
Oregon.
Yeah. But he ranked the top 10 jerseys and uniforms of college football, and the black Tennessees were number 2.
well, good. Thank you, Mr. Hunter. Get
Can't-
well soon. 'Cause that secondary could use you.
So, how much do you guys think about this week being like a revenge get back game, and like, are you really concerned about like getting them back from last
Yes.
year, or you just want to just win?
I'd say the thought had occurred to me.
Expound on that, Christopher.
It's an interesting notion that you bring up. Yes, apparently, though I have no memory of this, we lost to this team last year in a certain kind of way, and it had a rather strong impact on the overall results of the season. Therefore, I think having them here and playing them at night and wearing a special uni for them, I think that the whole situation merits a bit of whole get back. Don't you?
What was wrong with our special uniform against them last year? Why
Uh,
didn't that work?
we looked like the team that they beat the week later.
Ah.
Never,
But
again, never, ever do I want to see those orange helmets again that I have no memory of.
I kind of like those actually.
I
I mean, they were different. They were cute.
The thing that I just don't get is you just railed against uniforms for about 5 minutes,
exactly.
and now you're just, I love these weird helmets.
I liked them. I didn't say we should wear them, but I liked them.
Jesus.
But I heard
What can we do with
a.
that?
I don't know if you guys have heard this or not, or if it's true at all. But I heard that we have a picture in the locker room of some of the South Carolina players laughing after Hendon Hooker got hurt last year. Have y'all heard that?
No.
No? Okay.
I would love that if it's true, though.
I would too, but I don't know.
No, that's
I'm-
if such a thing exists. I hadn't heard that South Carolina players laughed or whatever, but if it exists, you got to use it.
That's a
Yeah,
good
that's why I doubt
kind
it's
of
true.
thing to kind of hit on with like the psychology and the inner workings of like Josh Heupel, because like he's kind of well put together, like in the press conferences and stuff, and even on the presser Monday, they asked him about the revenge thing, and he said the coach thing was like, last year has no implications on this year. Last game doesn't matter about this. Blah 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 blah. But I think he's like an assassin killer, where he probably like does that kind of stuff.
He's a closet lad.
He probably circled this game last year. What do you guys think?
Oh, definitely.
Well, yeah, normally I would say he's going to put up 70, but I don't think that's possible.
Oh, come on, Nega. Come on.
We'll shoot for 45. What's our season high?
49, right? Against Virginia?
45.
How many did Mississippi State score on South Carolina?
30, I think. I think it was 37-30.
We can score in the 40s.
I mean, their defense is bad. Like, worse than the SEC bad. But
Oh, go ahead.
our secondary is bad. Like, that's why I'm nervous. I'm expecting this. It's going to be a shootout game, and I just don't know if we have the offense to keep up.
I'm watching. Go ahead, Kyle. Okay.
I was going to say, we just got to bring the heat all game.
That's it. It's a question of motivation.
Yeah.
But, I mean, also, Rattler's really good at making plays with his feet, so I don't know.
I mean, did you see Xavier Legette for South Carolina just catch a little crossing route and just down and just the thought of him going just wheezing by our chuckleheads in the back end.
That's why simply tackle Rattler before he can throw it. That's my X's and O's of the week.
I think
wow.
I do think, and that's one thing I was going to ask is like, what is the one thing in this game that you're most confident about? And then what's one thing that you're least confident about? Like, I think I'm most confident about our defensive line versus their offensive line.
Definitely, our front seven versus their line.
I'm probably least confident about our secondary versus Rattler if our front seven doesn't get to him.
I'm most confident that our defense is going to continue to be bamboozled by the most basic of dodges and take horrific angles and not wrap up. Saw a ton of it against UTSA. Doesn't seem to be changing. But if
your most confident thing is a negative for the Vols, great.
Yeah, I think we can run the ball pretty well though.
Hope so.
What
about you?
Yeah, I mean, I generally agree with Kyle. As long as Tim Banks can, I don't know. I do worry about Tim Banks, but as long as we dial up some pressure, I'm pretty confident our defense can hold up pretty well.
As you watched the first half, I was in the car for a lot of it. Did we dial up a lot of pressure last week?
Didn't seem like it.
Wait a minute. We have one guy that didn't even watch the third quarter, and then we have another guy that didn't even watch the first half.
It was on a phone.
Okay.
So I got what I could. I had to go to Halls last weekend.
Yeah, community and mourning.
No, I think that I would love for us just to sell out on blitzing and just like,
Yes.
just like, look, we
Yes.
know that this game is going to come down to us sacking him. So we're
Yeah.
just, they might, get some good passes and touchdowns here and there, but we're just going to go all in on sacks.
I mean, I think we should do that and just drop our guys, let them have like 15, 20-yard passes if they get the pass off. But do not give up the 75-yard touchdown.
I think you're thinking last year they feasted on poor old Mississippi State with that. I mean, if he completes 18 straight passes against us, it's over. Beyond over.
Okay,
Yeah.
I mean, we've kind of beat around it. I feel like the thing that's going to be the difference in the game is the crowd.
Okay.
Yeah.
No. I'm
I did-
tired. I'm tired of our fans being like, it's such a different environment. Oh, we gotta break the decibel record. Are we wearing black or are we checkerboarding but making it black and orange? Are we? Oh my God! Just go cheer on the damn team.
They do that, man. I don't know what.
No, they don't. They go and they get on the party deck and I don't know. There's no casual Tennessee fans anymore. At least none in the stadium on game days. No offense, but
Matt, you want to go?
no, I already told you I can't. Got an excuse.
Matt, you didn't answer the question, by the way. What are you most confident or least confident about?
Least confident about our fans. Most confident. I'm just kidding. Most confident. I think our running attack. I think that's probably our strength heading into this game. Least confident, definitely secondary. Oh my gosh! Like if we do not get pressure, records will be set in Neyland Stadium by something called a Spencer Rattler.
I do agree with you about the crowd.
Okay, good.
I agree with Caleb.
Oh.
I think we saw in the swamp that what it gives credence to the fact that big crowds. This is going to be a frothy crowd.
Yeah, it's going to. I mean, everyone seems to have in their mind we're taking 2001 Ole Miss energy into this. And I'm thinking about packing a mustard bottle or two.
I'm going to go run out the driving range beforehand. Yeah.
I'm a little worried of Beamer ball hitting us a little bit. Our punting game can be a little iffy, and Beamer ball getting a block punt or something like that to change the game will suck.
Do you think that weirdo is sitting there right now just diagramming, oh, okay, on this scenario, he runs to this way, so here, I'm going to send this and this.
I don't think he is. I think his dad is, and then his dad's probably going to screenshot something, send it to him.
Is Frankie around?
I mean, his dad.
Is he is he someone that's genuinely dislikable, or is it just the fact that he coaches South Carolina, beat us last year?
He is a giant dork.
So I remember his first year. Yeah, we all were like, okay, this guy, he's a loser, never going to do anything, and then ruins our season last year. But
I mean, I don't think he's a bad coach or anything. I just think
he's a massive dork.
Yes.
No offense.
I don't know. He's excitable. He's charismatic. If he were ours, I think that we would like him not as much as Josh right now, but I think that we would feel pretty warm about him. He's just the other guy, and the other guy this week. But he is also kind of a dork. But that's endearing. Come on. You don't think it's endearing?
Looks like a little.
All right, what else are we talking about?
Well,
South Carolina.
I was really, really surprised when I saw that we're a 12-point favorite.
Yeah.
So I was looking at this earlier in the week, like the advanced stats numbers, like the Bill C stuff, has us at like a 2 touchdown favorite, just purely based on numbers. So this is a little lower than that, but I assume that's why it is what it is.
Well, interesting.
It's not a numbers podcast, I fear.
I
What did
think
he?
just my gut feeling, I feel like it's a coin flip 50-50.
I agree.
I don't know. Like, I find it hard to be scared of South Carolina. Like, I don't know.
Matt?
Like, I'm worried, but I'm not scared. Like,
No.
I mean, it's a lot. It's like the Florida game, except it's at home. That we are probably the better team. We should win. I feel like if we played Florida at home, we would have beat them.
do we have the better quarterback?
No, but we probably have the better everything else.
Okay.
Do you think our line is better than theirs?
Now, from what everyone says, their line is like all-time bad, but
Yeah. Isn't Will Friend still over there?
is he? I can't remember if he ended up at Carolina or Auburn.
Oh yeah, that's right. Let me look that up real quick.
Best friend is still getting paid by the SEC. Goodness.
Oh, I saw D'Angelo Gibbs is on South Carolina this year, and he's like the second oldest non-kicker in college football.
Wow. I did see that recently.
Is he going to be? Does he play?
No, I don't think he plays.
Well, okay then. He just likes to travel.
Yeah.
He's
Okay,
a
their
big
offensive line coach is a man named Lonnie Teasley.
Ooh, that's good.
He couldn't coach any other position.
No.
I forgot Montario Hardesty was still there as well.
Oh, what?
Interesting.
Man, South Carolina in 2009, wasn't that the game he hit the B button on his
Yeah,
spin move?
that's the spin.
Yep.
And the black jerseys, the first black
Yep.
jerseys.
Yep.
The first.
All
Shout
right,
out
let's-
to you, Austin, if you're listening. Remember that game?
So are we gonna win, Kyle?
Yes.
Caleb?
Yes.
Chris?
No.
Yes, we're gonna win.
Why, Chris? Why not?
I think they're gonna move the ball quite well against us. And I don't think that we're going to tackle them very well when they get the ball into space.
Yeah, I mean that's the only thing that worries me. Are we gonna have enough offense? Because if their offense goes off, I don't know. Could be a repeat of last year, I think.
I mean, I trust the people who gamble for a living on this one. Like, if you look at what happened versus Florida, we opened at like 7, and then the line got hammered down. They were betting against us, and they were exactly right. This time, the line opened at like 10, and they've been hammering us, and now it's up to like 12 or 13.
Oh, that's uncomfortable. Surely there's some other motivation for that beyond they think Tennessee's going to win.
I think
I
it
don't-
might just
What
be
other
the
motivation
stats.
would they have to bet their money on us?
They're going to make money because we win.
Exactly.
They think we're
Yes.
going to win. I don't tend to understand it.
I do think it's a little weird. I did see right before we popped on here that they're one of the Vol Instagram things that I follow. They're trying to make Spindler Rattler's quote about like the fan. Someone asked him in the presser today, "Is like, is kneeling going to be loud?" And he's like, "I'm sure it's going to be really loud, but we'll be okay."
No, you won't. Not with our fans.
Amen, Matt.
But I mean, it was like the quote wasn't like, even they showed a video of him, and we're just trying too much, I think, to make that like, oh, he said they're going to be okay in our big crowd.
Sure, but in reality, what does this guy have to be afraid of us for? I mean, that guy torched us last year, and we're very torchable this year with the right person. He seems to be the right person.
The receiver that torched us last year is not playing this year, though.
Really? I mean, I'm
Who's
not.
that? Wells or whatever?
Yeah. Well,
Juice.
Juice Wells is out.
Are they as banged up as we are?
Sounds like they're fairly banged up. They have a couple injuries on their offensive line. Juice Wells is out.
Doesn't it seem, though, like Josh is saying the same kind of... I mean, help me with this. I don't trust anything he says injury-wise. He says Joe is going to be fine. He got his knee scoped, and everything is fine. Do you trust that?
I don't know.
Barry,
No,
And he went back out there.
But he played after he
Yeah.
got injured Saturday, so I assume he's fine.
well,
Wasn't like if he would have left the game and not come back, then maybe I'll be worried. But he literally was healthy enough to play on like a same day. So
go out there and tough it out. Then the doc gets a hold of him in the locker room, and then because I mean, apparently he was at the doc.
Even if he didn't start, I think that would be probably a really good opportunity for Nico to actually get into a high intense game situation, I guess.
yeah, I mean,
He's not just going in garbage time.
It'd be a good
behind-
opportunity for him to get some playing time versus one of our biggest games of the year starting.
Yes.
I
I
said
mean,
about this today.
that's what you come to Tennessee for. Except, apparently, according to Caleb, he came to sit on the bench.
I was thinking the other day, 2019 was the year we started Jawan Jennings at quarterback against South Carolina and completely demolished them.
Well, wasn't that because there was a controversy of who we were going to start all week or whatever? And they
I
kind of
don't
trolled
remember
us.
why, but Jawan Jennings started the game at quarterback, and
Didn't Schrute finish it?
he might have. But I think they did a couple of drives with Jawan.
I think that was the week that literally the only thing people talked about all week was who was going to start at quarterback, and then coaching staff just pulled a fast one on us.
You mean JT Shrout?
JB Schrute, yes.
I heard.
Wait, did you say Jawan Jennings in 2019?
Yes, he started the game. I'm almost certain.
2019? He wasn't here, was he?
Yeah.
Was he? Yeah, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. All these years run together now.
Let's say 2019 is
That's pretty
not
up there.
We lost to Georgia State. We lost to BYU. They went on the great winning streak.
oh yes,
Yeah.
Our
Yeah.
decade.
that's right.
Was that back when we were like, hey, we're not going to lose another game until Alabama next year, and we could go into Alabama next year being undefeated?
Kyle, I think that was a you and I thing and no one else.
Because if it wasn't for the Garantano like QB sneak, we'd have beat Alabama.
Us sit there going,
Oh, yeah.
oh man, I think this is the night Pruitt became a Vol. He saw what they do for Bama, and he don't like it.
Oh, yes. The 3 straight timeouts against Bama, icing their kicker in 2019. That was probably peak Pruitt for me.
Swoon.
Jeez. Shout out to him being a PE coach now.
And apparently very humble about it.
Well, he's got to be.
Yeah,
I am really liking him as time passes.
I know. I never hated him, and I don't blame him for shelling out when our boosters stopped doing it.
Shelling out $60,000. Yep.
Here and there. Oh, I can handle a little bit to you. How much you need there, son? No, he was great. Apparently a total asshole, but great. Only to people who made him do non-football things. The ones in the complex, they seem to like him pretty good.
That's what he is. He's a ball coach.
He was just a ball coach.
Speaking of unceremonious exits from UT, Apparently, they're honoring Fulmer on Saturday and the '98 champions.
25th anniversary of '98.
We're gonna run out of gimmicks at this point. I mean, what else we got?
Do you remember last year? Did any of you go to the Kentucky game last year?
No.
Where every single TV timeout they brought out a championship team from some sport, and at the very end they had all of them walking past the Kentucky fans like it was like the 1972 SEC championship swimming team. I mean, it was 30, 40 of them, and they were just that was when the basketball team ran over and started taunting the Kentucky band and fans and stuff. It was, oh yeah, no, they got rid of the load there. Be nice to see the '98 boys again.
No, they're all grown up now, Chris. They're men.
That's true. Wonder what Jamal's doing now.
Jamal Lewis?
Yeah.
I don't know. I also don't know what other Jamal there would have been.
That's what I was about to ask, but I was keeping it myself.
Jamal Goodrich. Yeah. All right. Any other South Carolina game talk?
If we don't win this game, this is the Firewall game.
Yeah.
This is the breaking point between, okay, the offense can get together, things can improve, and you head towards 8 or 9, or it kind of stagnates and whatever, and you go down to 6-6, 7-5, whatever. It's the breaking point. It's fork in the road. You got to win it.
While I agree with this particular take, I also feel like you said this about the Florida game, and I don't think you can have multiple firewalls in one season.
I think you can.
I think I'm a free human and allowed to think what I want.
I do think that this game is going to be the difference in 6-6 and 7-5 versus 8-4 and 9-3.
Yeah, are we gonna enjoy Birmingham? Or are we going to enjoy Orlando? Maybe.
No, we're going to get bumped quite a ways down because no SEC team's going to make the playoff.
Oh, that's a good point. Ooh. I have no trouble going back to Jacksonville. But it sucks that the Outback Bowl is now the ReliaQuest Bowl. It feels like a August or a December 23rd game in Kylene, Texas. This doesn't feel like the same game.
I was thinking the other day. Oh, sorry, Kyle. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, yours is probably more relevant.
That's probably true. So, one thing that I wanted to bring up was, I don't know if it's true or not, but with us going into pause and this being the last year of division, that this could be the last chance we face at South Carolina on a yearly basis.
I think it is.
So, what do we think about that? We got to go out on a win, right?
I mean, yeah.
Well, I think we'll play them again next. What, do we play them next year?
No.
We don't play them next year?
No. They are gone. We got to get this one, and I'm very fearful about it.
Yeah, because somebody was saying they kind of lucked out because on their new schedule, they don't have to face Tennessee or Georgia.
Who do they play?
I know.
Why would they do such a thing?
I did see that the last 9 games, teams have alternated 3 wins apiece. So we won 3, they won 3, we won 3, and then last year they won. So
well,
got
remember
2 more
we
in
had
them.
Well,
yeah. All right, I'm tired of talking about the Gamecocks.
Shout out to last week of college football generally. It was amazing.
It was all right.
Played a game Saturday.
Yeah.
You wanna hear my pick for game and performance of the week?
yes.
Here.
Penn State versus Iowa. Okay. Iowa had 4 first downs, 76 total yards of offense, 56 through the air, 20 on the ground, 4 penalties for 28 yards, 4 turnovers, and had the ball for 14 minutes and 33 seconds. Incredible.
Wow.
Their punter had 366 yards punting. I mean, God.
That might be the one game I did not watch Saturday.
Oh, you missed nothing. But that box score was just something else.
I think
There
the highlight for me last week was, of course, they ended up winning the game, but at this moment, it was hilarious that Alabama blocked a punt, and they got the ball at the 1 yard line. So it was first and goal from the 1, and then it was second and goal from the 7, and then it was third and goal from the 20, and then it was fourth and goal from the 23. And that was just hilarious. So that was just I enjoyed that.
Lane, is he like the most overrated coach in college football?
That's the thing. Name one signature win that Lane Kiffin's gotten.
I mean, his best win might be us 2 years ago.
That's what people are saying. Like, Lane Kiffin's best win is us.
He doesn't beat people ranked higher than him.
Yeah, it's
He's
weird.
just that guy. No. What did you think about Ohio State and Notre Dame?
That was a good game.
It was a
Hated
close
the end.
game. I will say it was close, yes.
The whole Ryan Day calling out Lou Holtz thing was weird.
That was an odd one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was also
Nobody believes in Ohio.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Ryan Day seems like a big old dummy.
He's like a Butch Jones that goes to the gym.
Like an underrated thing was there was no, like, they pretty essentially just won the game and then they put the 1 second back on the clock. And literally the only way Ohio State can lose the game is Notre Dame blocking the PAT and running it back for 2. And they still chose to kick.
Yeah.
Yeah, the reaction that Ohio State had, like, I don't know, like it was us against everybody. Like, no, you played a crappy football game and barely won, and now you're celebrating like you just did something. Like, that didn't sit right with me. I hope they lose the rest of them.
I will shed no tears for Notre Dame not being able to get back up. Ohio State being at the top is just par for the course. I don't care.
Should we talk about Clemson sucking?
Ooh.
They
They
gave
play,
Florida State. They gave Florida State everything they could handle and more.
But they lost.
Yes.
What was the stat? That was Florida State's first overtime road win or overtime win, period?
First
Surely it was road win,
true-
I think.
true road overtime win since the inception of overtime in college football.
God, these stats
At least
get
they're
more
decided.
Ridiculous.
Yes.
The most
I hate-
rushing yards on Dollar Hot Dog Night and history. What? What are we talking about? Colorado losing, thank goodness. They only had to
Well-
wait 1 day for a new sports story when Taylor Swift invaded Kansas City. So that was fun to see. Did y'all see the pregame video of Colorado just like talking so much smack to Oregon?
Yeah, they
Oh,
It did.
boy.
logo and stuff.
Yeah, that was so funny.
Yeah.
Dion wasn't running his mouth after that one.
Now they had it coming to them, but I don't get the Dion hate. I truly don't. He motivates in a particular way, and they're well above what they have any right to be at this point. So I mean, they're a bowl team, but they're not a top 10 team. His son is not a Heisman candidate.
Yeah.
But they're not bad. I
was listening to somebody where they're saying like, Colorado, the casual football fan that's just checking in because of Dion, they're like, oh my God, I can't believe he got exposed versus Oregon and blah, blah, blah. And like, he's coaching a team that with their over under in Vegas was 3 wins for the season. and like getting them to 6-6 or 7-5 is coach of the year, miracle worker type stuff. So
Miracle worker. But yeah, he's done a good job.
yeah,
Oregon's just on another level.
yeah.
Speaking
They're
of
like
another
Colorado
level,
was never top 10 material.
no. It did get an annoying media narrative, but I think that's going to cool. Especially since they're in the same league as Washington, who might be the best team in the country. Oh my God, they're killing people.
I did like the stat that said for the first time in Pac-12 history, they have 4 teams in the top 10. It also happens to be their last year.
Go out with a bang.
One thought I had with conference realignment is, what's going to happen to bowl allegiances? Like, I would love for those to go away. I mean, if we're going to have like 4 super conferences or whatever, like, I don't know. I think it would be nice to go to different bowl games every now and then and not just rotate like the same 3 or 4.
You want to go to the Pinstripe Bowl, Matt?
Yeah, I would love that. Yes, please.
Yeah, what bowl would you all like to play in?
I mean, the Bahamas Bowl, okay?
Yeah,
like,
like
why are
Las
you putting
Vegas Bowl.
garbage teams there?
The Barstool Arizona Bowl.
Yes.
Oh. I'm not a big Barstool consumer, but I've been hooked on this Riders Cup they've been doing. Y'all kept up with that?
Nope.
It's like a Barstool like golf tournament thing. It's been pretty enjoyable. I've enjoyed it. They got some pretty bad golfers.
Oh yeah, I've seen one that has a stance that's a bit like mine and a swing that's somehow better.
I think that's Big Cat.
That big cat.
I didn't realize he was a monster of a human. That dude is massive.
Well, they don't.
Yes.
Little cat.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. That's a good point. That's a good point. Oh, goodness. All right,
Well,
what else we got?
Well, we lose steam at the end. This is sort of our MO. It's our calling card. I know you love it.
Yeah, this is where we
Should-
just fade off into the black. Into
Should
dark
we
mode.
play? Well, I think we should end an episode with all of us putting our blankets over our heads. Night, night, guys. Night, night, buddy. Just to really drive home the point. We'll get better.
I've been playing with
Hope you're listening, Chelsea. Please take notes.
I've been playing with an idea that I want to. I don't know. You guys are gonna make fun of me if I try to do it today, but I guess now I have to because I brought it up.
Yep.
So I'm
Matt.
going to. Yeah, I know. I'm going to tell you. Actually, no, I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna do this.
Do it.
Okay.
Do it.
I'm gonna bring up a random year of Tennessee football in a random game. I'm going to read off a certain player's stat line, and you guys have to guess who that player is, okay?
Oh, God, Matt.
This is for you, Reed.
This is
Who?
going to be a recurring segment that we only do once.
No, it's
Yes.
here to stay. Okay. This player. What do you... Okay, yeah, the year. Okay. Wait, what was the year?
Oh, Matt.
I gotta go back to the year. Okay.
Oh, God.
2004 Tennessee versus Kentucky, okay?
All right.
04 versus Kentucky. This player had... Not him. No. Okay.
Everyone who is still listening, yeah, you guys are amazing.
Yeah.
This player was 26 of 41 for 349 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions.
Eric Ainge.
Tennessee.
Okay, we got Eric Ainge, Chris.
Brent Schaefer.
Okay.
Wait. 4. No, it's Rick Clausen.
Kyle.
I was going to say Eric Ainge, but he was like, I knew it was 2007, but he was 2004 a little bit early for him.
No, he was there in 04.
04 was his freshman year.
Yeah.
That
Hey,
was
Chris, you were right. It was Rick Clausen.
Yeah,
Yeah, good job.
the not so
Well,
hefty lefty.
maybe next time let's make it like a South Carolina game. You know,
I got a South Carolina game right here. Hang on, let me go back again. What year you want?
1998,
Don't go back that far.
Boy,
2009, first dark mode.
Okay,
There we
okay.
go.
Lane Kiffin. I just have that hardesty spin move just burned into my brain.
No, this was my favorite. Wait, what just happened? Back.
The answer's Alshon Jeff.
Great radio.
Okay, last
See,
one
still
here.
pumping gas.
I think they retired his jersey, didn't they? Or they're going to. Okay, 2009 South Carolina. This player had one catch for 38 yards and one touchdown. Who was it?
A South Carolina player.
No, Tennessee.
2009, one catch. Austin Rogers.
Marcellus Teague.
What was that? Oh, who's that? Gerald something.
Gerald Jones.
Gerald Jones.
Gerald
It's
Johnson.
Austin Johnson, guys. Come on. Remember the fullback?
Fullback?
Yeah.
A 38-yard catch.
Yes, he had that beautiful. Or Crompton had that play action, and Johnson just like ran past everybody. It was a beautiful play.
All right, folks. Well, doesn't.
All right, we're going to workshop that segment a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, this kicker had. I'm just kidding. But yeah, we'll play with it. I wanted to go through and I don't know.
Daniel Lincoln.
I panicked. No, it wasn't him. All right, anything
I
else?
understand.
No.
Nothing else.
The camera's light shines bright. Nope. We're ready. We need to win this one. We need to win this one in the worst of ways.
Yeah, we do.
But you predicted a loss.
I did.
Thank you for your service, Chris.
He's stopping.
Thank
the
you.
Jews. All right, folks. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube. I think now we're on Amazon too. Amazon Music. Wherever you get your podcast. And yeah. What?
Yeah, Spotify, Apple. Go follow it.
Yeah, anywhere, wherever you prefer. But, yep, let's go and grin us a Gamecock this weekend, boys. Bye-bye.